Have you ever felt that nagging pain in your back or joints that just won't go away? What if I told you that what's on your plate might actually be fueling that pain? That's right. As harmless as they might seem, many everyday foods are loaded with substances that promote inflammation and worsen body aches. And the worst part? They're disguised as seemingly normal, even healthy choices. Just imagine that little breakfast roll or the dressing on your salad could be the real culprits behind those uncomfortable sensations. But don't worry, you're not alone in this. In this video, we'll uncover the 7 foods that are the biggest villains when it comes to pain. And, of course, we'll show you how to replace them with practical and healthy alternatives without sacrificing flavor or quality of life. Ready to pinpoint the saboteurs of your health and say goodbye to those annoying aches? Stick around because what you're about to learn could transform your relationship with food and your body. Processed meats may seem convenient for daily life, but the cost you pay goes far beyond your wallet. Sausages, bacon, salami, these foods are loaded with additives like nitrates and nitrites. And the worst part? These compounds have been linked to an increased risk of cancer, according to studies published by health organizations like the WHO. Just think that crispy bacon at breakfast might be carrying more risks than you ever imagined. Oh, and don't be fooled by labels like artisanally smoked. The problem lies in what you can't see. If you want to avoid these villains, why not try more natural options? Swap salami for grilled chicken slices in your sandwich, or replace hot dog sausages with roasted vegetables. Simple and delicious alternatives. Here's a practical example. Instead of a pizza loaded with pepperoni, opt for toppings like zucchini and bell peppers, seasoned with olive oil and herbs. Small changes can make a huge difference for your health, especially when it comes to healthy eating. Studies from organizations like the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IRC, classify processed meats as carcinogenic. Frequent consumption is directly linked to an increased risk of colorectal cancer. So, the question is, what's more valuable to you? An instant flavor boost or a long, energetic life? Speaking of energy, did you know that the next health villain is hiding in your daily bread? It might sound crazy, but that soft white bread and those melt-in-your-mouth cookies could be sabotaging your health without you even noticing. Refined carbohydrates are like fuel for inflammation in the body. When consumed, they quickly spike blood sugar levels, setting off a domino effect of inflammatory reactions. And this blood sugar roller coaster is no joke. It paves the way for chronic diseases like diabetes and arthritis. And what about sweets? That piece of cake might be a disguised invitation for joint pain and premature aging. The good news is, you don't have to give up pleasure at the table. Smart substitutions can transform your diet. Swap white bread for a whole grain version, or try oatmeal for breakfast. Need a practical example? A sandwich made with 100% whole grain bread, avocado, and a pinch of black pepper is both nutritious and delicious. Even desserts can get a healthier makeover. Try cakes made with almond flour and sweetened with dates. It's like gifting your body without giving up flavor. Research shows that excessive consumption of refined carbs can increase inflammation at the molecular level, disrupting the body's balance. This silent inflammation, though invisible to the naked eye, can have devastating effects over time. So, is it time to say goodbye to these foods? The next culprit on the list may be even sweeter, but it's no less dangerous. Sugar might be sweet, but its effects on the body are anything but. It's a hidden villain, sneaking into processed foods and seemingly innocent beverages. Who hasn't been tricked by a healthy yogurt loaded with hidden sugar? Excess sugar fuels inflammatory processes, damages arteries, and can speed up skin aging. Just think, every extra spoonful in your coffee might be making your joints stiffer and your heart more vulnerable. Sounds extreme? That's exactly what science has been uncovering. Wondering how to escape the sugar maze? Start by reading labels carefully. Swap soda for flavored water with slices of lemon or orange. And if you love sweets, try creating homemade versions using fresh fruit as natural sweeteners. For example, instead of a sugary pudding, how about a banana cream with cocoa powder? The transition might seem tough at first, but your taste buds will adjust over time, and your health will thank you. Studies published in Nature Communications highlight that excessive sugar consumption is not only linked to weight gain, but also fuels metabolic and cardiovascular diseases. It acts like a spark in a powder keg, worsening pre-existing conditions and triggering new ones over time. Can you believe something so sweet can be so harmful? Speaking of harmful, did you know that the next ingredient on the list can have an even greater impact when consumed in excess? Have you ever heard that not all fats are created equal? Well, vegetable oils like soybean and sunflower oil might seem like healthy choices, but they hide a dangerous imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. The excess omega-6 found in these oils acts as fuel for inflammation in the body, creating a fertile ground for heart disease and joint issues. It's almost like adding oil to the fire, literally. The truth is, while omega-3 is a health ally, excessive omega-6 becomes a silent villain. The solution? Cut back on refined oils and opt for more balanced fat sources. A practical example is replacing soybean oil with olive oil or coconut oil, especially for cooking. Another idea is to include more omega-3 rich foods in your diet, like salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts. How about starting your day with an avocado and chia smoothie? It's a simple and delicious way to rebalance the fats in your body. Research shows that an excess of omega-6 is linked to higher levels of chronic inflammation, contributing to issues like arthritis and even depression. This happens because our bodies evolved to work with a balance between these fats, but modern diets have disrupted everything. So, it's time to rethink what goes into your pan, because the next type of fat on the list is even more treacherous. Trans fats are the ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing of the food industry. Found in margarine, stuffed cookies, and frozen meals, they were designed to enhance food texture and shelf life. But their impact on the body is devastating. These fats increase bad cholesterol, LDL, while lowering good cholesterol, HDL, which, according to studies, raises the risk of cardiovascular disease and triggers widespread inflammation. You might not see them, but your body feels their effects a lot. How can you avoid this issue? Start by steering clear of foods with hydrogenated fat on the ingredient list. Swap margarine for trusty olive oil or real butter, used in moderation. A simple example: instead of fast food fries, bake potatoes at home with olive oil and rosemary. It's healthier and just as delicious. Also, when shopping, prioritize natural foods and read labels carefully. Your health deserves this extra effort. Studies from the Harvard School of Public Health confirm that trans fats offer no nutritional benefits and are, in fact, one of the leading causes of chronic inflammation worldwide. They disrupt cellular metabolism and overburden the cardiovascular system, creating a dangerous cycle of deterioration. But the next item on our list presents an interesting, yet dangerous dilemma. Alcohol has a curious relationship with health. While red wine is often celebrated for its antioxidants, excessive alcohol consumption acts like poison to the body. In small doses, the resveratrol in wine can support cardiovascular health. But who stops at just one glass? Overindulging overwhelms the liver, weakens the immune system, and can cause silent inflammation that builds up over time. It's like playing with fire. One extra sip could be enough to burn your health. To enjoy the benefits without falling into the traps, moderation is key. If you enjoy socializing with a drink, try alternating between glasses of wine and sparkling water with lemon, a way to hydrate your body while limiting alcohol intake. Another idea is to choose natural juices rich in antioxidants as substitutes, like 100% pure grape juice. After all, who says health and fun can't go hand in hand? Research highlights that excessive alcohol consumption is one of the leading risk factors for chronic diseases worldwide, contributing to conditions like cirrhosis and cancer. Despite this, moderation can bring benefits, especially with drinks like red wine. The question is it worth the risk of overstepping the limits? But before answering that, get ready for a shock about ultra-processed foods, which may be even more harmful than you think. Ultra-processed foods are the undeniable champions of health damage. Packed with additives, low-quality fats, and hidden sugars, they offer convenience at the cost of serious consequences for the body. From stuffed cookies to frozen ready-to-eat meals, these products undergo industrial processes that strip away natural nutrients and replace them with empty calories. The result? A direct invitation to inflammation, obesity, and metabolic problems. It's like investing in something that only depreciates your health. Looking for practical ways to dodge this trap? Swap that bag of chips for a handful of nuts or fresh fruit. And instead of ready-made meals, try preparing simple options like grilled vegetables with chicken breast or colorful brown rice with veggies. Cooking at home might seem daunting at first, but it's a time investment that pays off immediately for your health and well-being. Research published in the British medical journal, BMJ, reveals that frequent consumption of ultra-processed foods is significantly associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases and premature mortality. These foods disrupt natural satiety patterns, encouraging overeating. Worse yet, they become a hard-to-break habit. But now that you know the danger, isn't it time to rethink your food choices? After all, a healthy lifestyle begins on your plate. Now, did you know there's a specific type of cheese that might help you live longer and better? It sounds impossible, but science is already talking about it. Click on the video now and discover this surprising secret. That's it for today's video. Stay well, and see you next time.